Hi everyone, it's Miss Mechelle from the Southfield Public Library. I'm here to tell you about one of my favorite authors, Jerry Pinkney, for this episode of Picture This. I've gotten a lot of this information from the Contemporary Black Biography series, Volume 124 from 2015. Jerry Pinkney is an author and illustrator of many, many beautiful books. He often works in watercolor, color pencil, and pencil. Jerry was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and he began drawing by copying pictures out of comic books with his brothers. He had trouble reading in school and only later realized it was because of dyslexia. But he discovered that art got him a lot of attention and he was very good at it. In first grade, he drew a picture of a fire truck for Fire Prevention Week, and he got a lot of attention from his teacher and the other students. That encouraged him to continue doing more art. His mother supported him by sending him for classes. Around the time Jerry was in middle school, he worked at a newspaper stand on the corner in Philadelphia. While he would work, he would draw little pictures. And one time he was doing this, another artist came up to him. The artist's name was John Linney, and he was the illustrator for the Little Henry comics. He encouraged Pinckney to come visit him in his studio, and he took him up there and showed him around and gave him art supplies so he could continue with his art. Pinckney eventually went to high school at the Dobbins Vocational School, where he took commercial art classes. He earned a scholarship to the Philadelphia College of Art and eventually worked for many companies doing different kinds of artwork. He worked at a card company, a textbook and advertising company. He made record covers and calendars. Eventually, he worked on illustrating children's books, and he began to partner up with other people. His real interest was the African American community and the civil rights events going on. He was also very drawn to folk tales. Pinckney began working with other authors to illustrate their books, and one of his major first books was the Patchwork Quilt, for which in 1986 he earned the award for the Coretta Scott King Illustrator. He then began illustrating and writing more books. Jerry Pinkney illustrated over 100 books using pencil, watercolor, and color pencils. Sadly, Mr. Pinckney died last year, and so we have so much beautiful work, but we will miss new things coming from him. I want to share a few of my favorites today. Here is The Lion and the Mouse, one of Aesop's fables. Look how beautiful and glorious that cover is. The lion just seems to glow on the page. I have some others to share with you as well. I have The Little Mermaid. Look how gorgeous she is in that blue water. What a beautiful picture. I like that the Little Mermaid is a person of color. I like that he used his imagination to make things different, to make it speak to him. Another book that I have is called A Home in the Barn. It was written by Margaret Wise Brown a really long time ago, and he illustrated it with these beautiful animals. His watercolor art is just so amazing. I also have 3 little kittens. They lost their mittens. You can read this one at the library too. Some other Aesop's fables that we have include The Tortoise and the Hare. Look how beautiful they are. The last Jerry Pinkney book I have with me today to share with you is The Grasshopper and the Ants. Again, another of Aesop's fables, beautifully done by him. So amazing. I think we're really fortunate to have all this beautiful artwork. Remember, sometimes people have different talents. Maybe you're not so great at one talent, but you can develop another one, just like Mr. Pinckney did. If you want to learn more about him, visit our library website or call us at the library. We'll be happy to show you around and find lots and lots of the books that he's illustrated. Thank you for joining me today on Picture This, all about Jerry Pinkney.